Okay, everything is okay right now. Okay, we have a good start today, and we hit the target. Target hit on the ES. It is 5,974. For the Nasdaq, it was a very good entry. We hit the target, and here's a double support. So now the pullback. Be careful. Do not take a long trade at this moment. Do not take a long trade at this moment. On the Nasdaq, there is no new trade. If you are in a position, that's very fine, but there is no new trade on the Nasdaq. On the ES, we have a re-entry at 59.90, and I'm expecting to rebound from the 21,416. So be careful with the Nasdaq. Be careful with the Nasdaq. ES, there is a much cleaner entry. So I hope you get to see that. And now we just turn on another Autotrade. This Autotrade took it from the top as a reversal, and from the fib. And this is the first trade, and you can see here it's 000. This is the first trade. We usually try to use this chart when we are on the YouTube, trying to get 1,000 in 1 hour. So we can see if this one will do it. Okay, the first trade on that Nasdaq is 530 based on one contract. This is very good. Okay, the first trade we nailed 315 on it. This is the second trade, and also what you do, because it's a very fast chart, you can close position and take a profit anytime you want. You can do that immediately. This is a very fast chart to use an auto trade on. You have to be extremely fast what you do. Whoops. It's taking a reversal. But you have to be very careful with the Nasdaq. There is no trade on the Nasdaq. There is some buyers. If we look at the buyers over the sellers are equal, and the market analyzer is not in a clear red or green. So you have to be very careful if you need to activate a new trade on the Nasdaq. You have to be extremely careful on it, extremely. And the ES, as we said, there is an entry right there, re-entry short, and we got the 59.89. For the CL, also there is no trade on the CL at this moment. There is no trade on the CL. I don't see any trade. Nope, no trade on the CL. The auto trade, that's fast auto trade here, trading the FIBs, is going in the circle between 200 and 300 because there is no movement, and is trying, but there is no movement, so it's going in the circle between 200 and 300. The market is extremely fast. Be careful, there is no long trade on the ES, no long trade on the ES. A tremendous resistance from this area, 59.92, all the way up to 6,000. You should not take a long trade on those. Be careful. Be careful, there is no long trade on the ES. Even if you are auto trading, there is no long trade. The market is not as simple today as normally do. I mean, you have to be really careful today. The market is extremely fast. Sorry, I had the flu a couple of days ago. The Nasdaq is trying to break those support area here, and now seems like it's gaining to break those support area. If we do, there's really not much going on the Nasdaq. If you are in a trade, it's good, but if you're not in a trade, there is not. It doesn't look good to take short or long. There is sometimes places where you cannot take a trade or a new trade. And at this moment, there is no good place to take a trade. And actually, I would like to hold the trades at this moment. And because there is no direction in the market, I'm going to hold the trades. Sometimes you are forced to do that. I'm going to hold the trades and keep only the Nasdaq. There is no trade on the ES. There is no trade on the Nasdaq anymore. You cannot generate a new trade. Be careful. A lot of traders sometimes they do not recognize you need to hold your trade, and those are extremely. The question is, why are those many lines? Those many lines generated when the market is very tight, and when the market is trending, they spread out. So when there is a lot of lines in there, with all the respect, whatever kind of auto trade you are using, you're going to get in trouble. We don't need to be genius, a trader, to know when to start, when to stop auto trade. The question is it supposed to, the auto trade, figure out all this? No, sir. There is no auto trade is going to recognize there is a chop in the market and the market is not trending. No matter how much you put filters or you try to modify your auto trade is taking a trade based on the data he's receiving right now, and he cannot look in the future. So the only time you can identify when there is a problem in the market by two elements: when the market analyzer is in the same direction, and when the lines are sprayed out. When the lines are sprayed out, it indicates the market is trending. When the market is not trending, there is no money to be made. So, and right now, if you notice, the market going back and forth, the same thing apply on the Nasdaq. The market is going back and forth between those two lines. And once this market hit inside those lines, you should not be auto trading, gentlemen. You should not be auto trading at all. And this is the fact which a lot of people, they try to avoid telling the traders that sometimes you cannot auto trade or manual trade, and it's very simple. When you cannot find a manual trade, you cannot auto trade. Very simple. So we're sitting on a standby here. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Ben. One of our clients told me also the ES, if you notice, we have a sell position and the 30-year Treasury bond is on the same direction. Also, this is a problem with the 30-year Treasury bond on the same direction as the ES. For the scalping, trading between the fibs, we've been going in the circle, and we had 300, and now we back to $40. There is not much going on. If we look the trade, they are straight line, the trade. They are not going anywhere. It's just taking left and right the trades, and they are not really, it's making one winning trade, one losing trade, one winning trade, because the market is really sideways, and there is not much, and the trades are very small. We had $40 and we still have $40, and what it does is just open in position, close in position, and it's not going anywhere because the auto trade is functioning right and it's very fast. It's making money on every trade. It's like $100, $200, and then the market is turning them around and is closing the trade. So you can see we are going in the circle even on a smaller time frame on the Nasdaq, which this one here is taking the trade between the fibs, and it is very fast auto trade, very, very high frequent auto trade, and is measuring tick by tick, and it is extremely. And then look, when he gets in trouble, he tried to find an average price and then a close. In those conditions here, I don't like to auto trades, because what it does, the market is going back and forth, and this is not good. This is really not good to auto trade, and it's trying very hard to get the average price and get out of a bad trade. Look, it's coming right to the fib, and then it's falling right at the fib line. So this is, it doesn't matter what type of an auto trade, and this is a big losses on that trade. Of course, he will recover it immediately. He recovered it immediately. And then it drops. Come into the fib line, it's right there. This is a very fast auto trade for those conditions. There we go. Finally made it. Now the Nasdaq is coming to the 21,430. Let's see. Maybe we can hit $1,000 on that trade. This is a crazy trades today. Always when you have a problem with the ES and Nasdaq, if we look at the CL, we can see how the lines, the fibs, are sprayed out, coming to the projection at 78.10, and the final destination is 77.72. And it is much cleaner chart than the Nasdaq and the ES. If you want to generate a new trade on the ES Nasdaq, this is a disaster. It's a really hard day today. If you're not careful, there is a substantial losses in here, you know. for the CL, we told you the final destination on the CL is 77.58, and we got 77.58, and there is nothing. This is what we said, the final destination. Nasdaq ES, we still struggling to cross those fib line, and we need to see the Nasdaq crossing. If you want to generate a new trade, it has to be below the 21,354. Yeah, go ahead and ask, sir. It's okay. You can ask. If I can, I will answer here. Sure, no problem. We need to see this Nasdaq below that line in order for you to generate a new trade. You see, it's going back and forth. Look, if we look, it's very simple. If we take a picture of it, I don't like to draw. It's already a busy chart. Let me see on this computer. What is it? Here it is. Okay, I cannot do that side. Yes, once they reach the target, is finished. Yes, sir. Even the Nasdaq is struggling. Okay, we still need a couple of trades. It's amazing how this auto trade took the whole shot in here, and now I think we hit the 1,000. Yes, we hit the 1,000. I'm gonna close it. Let me see. No, leave it alone. It's coming to this area here, 21,366. It's not gonna go any further than that. So I'm gonna keep my finger on it. Close. Okay. Finally, we got the $1,000 on the NASDAQ. But it was a hell of a ride on the NASDAQ trade today. And we hit the 1,000 on it. But that was crazy today. Really crazy. We hit the 1,000 on it finally. On cases like this, when you have a bad day like this, I would not go for a second round. I would not. If I see the NASDAQ go below this line, you know, if you notice, look at this. It's going support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, support. So there is no action in the market. Whoever took the early trade as a swing trading, we took it from 21,438 and we're still on it. It's doing well. But here in this area here from 947 all the way till now, there is no trade. So this one here, it was from around 9 o'clock and it's still going. That's fine. But should I go for one more round on this? No, I would not. I will keep it. Maybe later on in the afternoon, if the market starts trending, we can reactivate it again, but I don't want to reactivate it right now. It's crazy. There is not much going on, and if you notice right now, the Nasdaq coming to the same support area here, and is going to the resistance. And this is the worst enemy for any kind of auto trade. When the market go to the resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance. This is not the place to make money. This is not the place to make money at all. So your auto trade has nothing to do with it. Absolutely, it's out. Doesn't matter what type of an auto trade you trade in, whether it's a scalping, swing trading, the market is going back and forth. And the problem is trader has to recognize that. Not to just look at the auto trade and P&L. He has to see why this auto trade one day is making 20,000 and today he hardly finished 1,000. Why? And this is why, because the market not moving. Not willing to give you any ticks. That's it. For the CL, it's the same story. We told you the end of the line is right there. If you go back to the video, we said its final destination 77.58. Then we have a reversal target. This target for an advanced trader, he can use this target for a reversal. And you have a reversal target achieved, and then you have the reversal and a fib line, and you are auto trading. Do you think you will get more money out of that auto trade? No, you cannot, because this is the final destination on the CL. If they try to push it, if they try to push the CL down, it's gonna go from 77.58 max to the 7733. If we look at the clock, it's 10:45. By 11 o'clock, you should take your money off the table. By 11 o'clock. So, is it gonna happen in the next 15 minutes? No. So why you have this auto trade on? So what you should do on those cases, always look at the clock. Always look at the clock. Always look at the clock. Now it's 10:45. We hit the bottom, close position. Go and enjoy your hamburger, your juicy hamburger, or your chicken, whatever you eat. and then let it be. It's finished. Go for lunch early. If we notice the CL is going back to the re-entry point at 77.92 short, but I don't want to trade it because if you're gonna take a short here, you have to cash in here. So it's not even worth it right before your lunch. So leave it alone. On the NASDAQ, we are back and forth from support to resistance, resistance, support. Is it tradable? No. So you are done for today. If you are scalping, we made 1,000. If you are swing trading, you made 5,900. Get it over with and go enjoy your lunch. You should not sit miserably behind a computer for nothing. It's done. It's over. For the ES case, it's the same story. It's just as said as the NASDAQ, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. There's nothing here to be worth sitting behind a computer when the market is not moving. It's finished. This is the biggest mistake when a trader don't recognize when it's finished, when he needs to stop the auto trading, when he needs to start auto trading. This is really the key of success, not the auto trade. It's the management, the trader, understand when to start and stop. It cannot be under optimization. The optimization can give you, let's say, estimate to start your auto trade 9 o'clock, can give you estimation. But your auto trade is not going to tell you on Thursday at 10:45 the market is going to be jammed and there is no trend. This is always depend on the trader behind the auto trade. It's not the auto trade can figure out everything for you. The auto trade do not recognize the market is stuck in a channel. This is the market is stuck in the channel between resistance and support. Auto trades do not recognize that. Even if you are trading between fibs, this auto trade is trading between fibs and had a hell of a ride. And look where he made the money. All day long, all morning, was a plus minus $200-300, plus minus $200-300. The minute the market spiked, he got it. He made money. The minute the market moved, he made money. He made a beautiful trade. We were down 300. He made a little over 1,000 on it, followed by a short trade, and I override the auto trade and closed it right there, and he nailed the 1,000. Because the market moved, not because of the auto trade. The auto trade was struggling plus minus couple 300 from the morning. When the market moved, he made his money. So, if we want to, which I will not recommend today, but when you are auto trading and you see the market is technically tradable again, as long as this market got caught between the channel here, a resistance and a support, hold all your trades, including this one. If I start right now this auto trade and the market got stuck between those two channels, there is no money to be made. I can show it to you. We can go ahead and reload it. And now it's gonna start all over again. There is no money to be made. And here, he's taken long. I knew it. No, he took short. Okay. He took short on the fib. What it does, it makes 100 and lose 100. Make 100, lose 200. Make 200 and lose 100. And this is not a place to make money like this. It's not steady. The market is not stable with the movement. When the market is not stable with movement, you can take any auto trade. It's not going to make you money. And now what he did, he took one more trade to average the price and get the hell out. What it does, this auto trade, when you are in trouble, he tried to take average price and close it as soon as possible, recalculate and re-enter the market. So what you are seeing here, because of the market condition, is recalculating, trying to average the price more than he is making money. And he's trying to average the price constantly because there is instability in the movement. And this is, we don't want that. We only want to do this if it happened one time or two times during the daytime. But we don't need to keep making average a price non-stop on a trade and taking a risk. This auto trade is a very forgiving auto trade. If a trader messed up and got into the market in a wrong timing, he can average the price and exit it. It will be a lot less headache for him. But in this condition right now, the way the market is moving, it's better to stay away. Look, it's trying to average the price on the fib. He's trading it right. He's trading it right. Here's the fib, and he's taking it. And he's taking short. He's doing the right job. The market has no direction. Now he's taking another short. Based on this fib line, he's taking another short, and the market is just sitting standstill. And is trying to climb to the second level. Either it's going to make it or not. God knows what. The market is very mixed from the side here. The market is extremely mixed. We don't know which direction this market going. And this is just bad news when an amateur trader trying to use an auto trade and don't know what the hell is going on in the market. This is really something. So now the resistant hold, and he got that trade. The problem is not there yet. The Nasdaq is gonna hold on the support area in here, and most of the amateur traders, they don't understand to take a profit at the max. They want the auto trade to do everything for them. So sometimes you have to force trade or close position because you know the support is here and the market is not going any farther down. As we see here, that trade did not make money. Even when you are on the right direction, it's not making money. Now it's taking a short again, and it will be the same thing. You're taking a risk for nothing. You're taking a risk for nothing. So auto trades are not dishwasher machines. You know, you have to understand. If we look, the Nasdaq is coming down to this area here, and there is not much below that area, and it's going to turn around, and it's getting tighter and tighter. So why we need to jeopardize our money on a condition is not stable? It's taking the right trades, and the market not moving. So what you do in this condition here, and look, if we measure the Nasdaq, you always look at the 1 minute. Any decision, whether you are a crypto or Forex or future, you always look at the minute. Always look at the minutes. And if we look, here's a support area. We have $170. We know for a fact this one is not going to go through the support area. What you do, you say, okay, let me take this little money away. And then what you do, you close it here. Look, you close it here. You took some money out. This market, if you notice, took short, and look where it closed. Took short, look where it's closed. It's a straight line. It's not doing anything. So what we need to do, we need to pause the auto trade. This tells you to stop trading for now until this market find direction. So in this condition, you need to pause any type of an auto trade. I'm not talking about my auto trade. We're not teaching a price action here. What we are trying to highlight, how smartly you can manage any type of an auto trade, not just our auto trade, and try to understand the condition in the market in conjunction with your auto trade to get the max out of your auto trade, whatever your auto trade coming from. You know, and auto trade cannot see you have the market jam between a support and a resistance from 9:30. Cannot see the auto trade that there is no movement, despite how many buyers and sellers, there is no movement. There is some people that want to try to measure the buyers and the sellers, which I think is pathetic, because here's the buyers and the seller indicate with the 6 different time frame, indicate the buyers and the sellers are equal, almost equal, little bit over the sellers. They are a little bit over, little bit, not even anything to mention. This is not enough to trade. This is not enough to trade, which you've seen people, they want to measure only this. You're looking at the market with one eye. We need to look at the pressure, called momentum. We need to see on the smaller time frame is in the green, but the higher time frame from 1 to 30 minutes is in red. Indicated the trend is not strong. Despite your indicator here, those are indicators. The indicators pointed to the market is going long, whether you are using an ATR or MACD. If you look at your chart, your 1 minute is telling you go long. But the pressure here, the seller a little bit over the buyers with a 6 different time frame, and the higher time frame is to the red, indicated this market is not moving. Then what we do, we add the fib on it, which many people, they want to draw the fibs and they want to talk about the fib. Also, they are looking at one eye, the market. They're not looking at it at both of eyes. When the market comes to this fib, I want to know if this fib is going to hold or not. How? By looking at the pressure, called momentum. I want to know if this one here, we're able to break that wall or not. So that it's not a genius to have a fib. The genius is when you come into the fib, is it short or is it the breakout? There are two totally different directions. If we look at this NASDAQ, it's coming to the fib and holding right at the fib, and is trying to break that fib. I don't know if it's going to break it or not. What I will do, I will look here. Is it going to hold? Or is it going to be pulling back and going back down? Is it a play in the market? As an example now, this market to break that fib, it's not, the bar is not close. I'm looking at this and I say this is not my game here. Because if it breaks this one, most likely will not break this one. It's breaking it with weakness. That is not tradable. And if we look, it's not closed yet. By the time everybody starts jumping on it, and look what happened. It broke that one and fell on the second one. From here to here, you have a lot of amateur traders jump on it. And now they fell. And now they fell. Now if we notice, the market analyzers start getting greener. So now we are indicating the market getting stronger. The buyers over the seller. Look, the market start getting different colors, you see? So there is a potential now. It changed. The market is changed. Now it's going head to head with this one here and is trying to break it. You see, now the market is start. It's like you're cooking in the oven and it's not ready. And now it's cooking to break that line. It's cooking it. Look. Now the buyers over the sellers, the market analyzers start getting stronger and is trying to penetrate the 21,429. This is brilliant. So we know now we are on the right track. Here was a very high risk. Here we are on the right track. You see? So now look, it's going head to head with this fib. And if we look, this is the pressure. This is your instruments. This is your landed instruments when there is no lights on your runway. This is the instrument telling you if this one here is going to break it or not. Especially when you are auto trading and now you know where you are flying to and you know exactly where you are coming to the 21,453. You already know the destination of this pressure in the market. We understand where we're going and we already set our target on it. And as you see, this one here is climbing to the $1,000 a trade. We know now everything has changed. And we know this one here is coming to this direction here at 21,453. And then we look at the clock. We always look at the clock, always. We are 2 minutes past our lunchtime, 2 minutes. Because 11 o'clock, you need to start clean up your table, take all the crumbs out, and get out of the market by 11 o'clock. And then you come back on the second round when you are fresh and your stomach is full. You should not sit down and build fatigue in your brain. Also, it's very important to keep your brain clear. You know, I hope you only have one wife, you don't have mistresses on the side, then you cannot trade. Anyway, so we are coming to the 21,453, and this is, at this moment, this is the limitation of the market. And as you see now, we know the destination on it, and you're always ahead again. You are always, no matter what kind of auto trade between your hands, you're always a couple of steps ahead from the market. Then you can auto trade anything you want. We don't need to learn the price action, gentlemen. What we need to understand what's going on in the market. You know, and look, it's climbing to this projection, and the projection is already nailing it, 21,453. Here it is. Here it is. It's coming to daddy. Here it is. Right there. So when we are auto trading, we can maximize the profit. We should not sit down at the mercy of the auto trade. Trading is an art. Trading is an art. Now we're gonna start see on the market analyzer. Now we already have the ES on a buy from, I think the ES took it, and here is the ES took it from the signal buy. Here it is right there. On the market analyzer is based on one contract is 237. I have the auto trade on two contract is 500. So this one here, this trade coming from the market analyzer is already 400. And very soon, in a few seconds, we're gonna have the Nasdaq on a buy signal. And look what we said. It's coming all the way to the 21,453. Here it is. Look at it. Look at it. We know that. 5 minutes ago, we know. We know where to maximize. And look what happened to the auto trade. He took a short trade now on a re-entry. If this fib is not going to hold, the second fib it will hold. There we go. Now the market is going back. Look at this. If you look at the wicks, 2 wicks. Excuse me, I had the really nasty flu. I was in 4 different countries in 10 days. And was not a pleasure trips. So as you see, 21,453. You have 1 wick, 2 wick. And now the auto trade decide to take a short based on the reversal from the projection. Okay, folks, that's all what we have for you today. And we say thank you very much for today. And we'll see you tomorrow on the same time, the same channel here. Thank you very much, and God bless everyone. Bye for now.